All right, welcome back. We are here to do this personal reading. If you didn't pay for it, it's not yours. Doesn't mean you won't resonate with it, but it's not yours unless you paid for it, because it is a personal reading. So, I'm being guided to work with the Hermetic Tarot and some Oracle cards. So, what to do about the email about the will? We got a card backwards. Eight of Swords is here. Backwards, you got to flip it over. So, let's see what to do about the email about the will. What should you do about the email about the will? You received an email today about the will. What do you need to do about it? Listeners, God, thank you for guiding this message for Janine, for her highest, lightest, and brightest good, with accuracy and clarity and simplicity about what she should do about the email about the will. Okay? It's the most important guidance you have for her at this time. So thankful and grateful to be able to channel these messages for you. And because you purchased it, that's another ticket into the raffle that's going to be drawn on the 1st, okay? And for anybody else who's watching any personal services, it's almost the 1st. On the 1st, I pull a raffle. And that's everybody who purchased goods and services from me during the prior month. On the 1st, somebody's going to win a free reading with me. Okay. 3 of Cups, Lord of Abundance. Okay. 3 of Cups is a card of celebration. Okay. It's a card of joy. It's a card of happiness. You need to just be happy right now, they said. What do you need to do about this email? What do you need to do about this email? Something flipped over and stayed in the deck. 8 of Wands. Okay. Communicate. Happiness. Communication. Take action. Okay. Let's see. What is this about? The 3 of Cups is also about community. I'm hearing community. So the Magician. This email coming up about the will, they're saying you need to step into your power as the Magician. Okay. Act quickly. I'm hearing act quickly. Okay. Page of Wands. I'm getting to pull a few more cards. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing act quickly to protect your interests, and Princess of Pentacles. So Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles on the other side. Okay, bottom of the deck. Another card backwards. The Judgment. Somebody doesn't like the Judgment. Somebody didn't like the Judgment. Okay. You need to act quickly to protect your interests. The Wheel of Fortune, it's yours, okay? It's yours. So act to protect your interests. Is it a couple of people that want to come in and contest the will? That's the vibe I'm getting. I'm not sure what's going on here. You really didn't give me much to go off of. I could give you a much more accurate reading if you gave me more information, but no, they said no, there's no such thing as a much more accurate reading. It just helps you understand what you're saying better. So there's that. Okay. So I'll know what I'm talking about more consciously with more information, but they're saying, no, you can still give an accurate reading. I'm like, okay. They said you do it all the time. Okay, here we go. So it looks like for you, you have this a message of abundance here. Okay, you got to take action. And if somebody else is trying to get in the middle somehow, insert themselves, they're trying to contest the will. It's on lock. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's on lock. The Wheel of Fortune. It's yours. You manifested this. Take action to protect yourself. So if you need to hire a lawyer or something. Oh, you said yes. So they are trying to contest the will. Thank you. Because that's the vibe I was getting. And that little bit of information just helps my mind rationalize what I'm reading more. Yeah, I see they're trying to contest the will, but and is it his children? Because that's what I see, a Princess of Wands and a Princess of Pentacles. These look like children's energies, okay? Is it 3 of them that's trying to contest the will? You're the one that got the power here. You got the Wheel of Fortune. It was for you. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. Now, we were talking about what to do about the house, about the property, excuse me. I still don't even have confirmation was the property, the house, because that's what a vibe it kept coming out of my mouth, and that's the vibe I kept feeling. And even other properties. Either way, they talked about, It could be from the kindness of your heart that you share something here. You know, if you want to, you can share, but either way, it's yours. It's unlocked. This is your wheel of fortune. And no, you're not supposed to just give into it. No, you're not supposed to just give anything away. You give anything that you give to these children or these people who are trying to take what's yours. You give it because you want to, from your abundance, from your surplus. This is not about rolling over. This is not about rolling over and just letting a motherfucker take what the fuck they want. If they're emailing you talking about they're going to contest the will, well, you know, they're going to do what the fuck they're going to do. You don't have no control over what they're going to do. But they're saying you take action to protect your assets. You take action to protect what is yours, because it is yours. It is yours, you know. And it's like they're going to find that access to that is blocked. I see both of these energies of the pages are looking away. The Wheel of Fortune is here. There's nothing they can fucking do about it. It is what it is. It's not like he was out of his mind when he did this. I hear he had his full mental capacities complete. He was perfectly sane, and it's legal. Yeah, I'm hearing it's legal. So yeah, the action you should take is to protect. If they want to try to do what they're going to do, you can't stop them from doing what they're going to do. But they're saying you have the resources. Okay. You have the resources you need. I want to pull 3 more off the top of this. Oh, no, they say 1 here. Knight of Pentacles, 1 here. 10 of Swords, 1 here. The Devil. And 1 here is the High Priestess. Okay. What you need to do. First off, the Last Judgment is at the bottom of the deck. So that's it. That's the final answer. That's it. There's no more. One thing they want you to do is be consistent on your path. Okay, be consistent on your path. Stay the course. Whatever it has been, keep staying the course. Okay. 10 of Swords. You're now seeing the betrayal here. Don't get caught up in feelings of betrayal. Don't get caught up in the feelings of betrayal. And they're saying be careful of fearsome thoughts. Their lawyer contacted mine. Okay, yeah, be careful of worry. Don't get yourself caught up in worry. Okay, Spirit is guiding you. Spirit is guiding you here through this message. You're saying, what's yours is yours. Okay, it's not going to be success. Okay, replace. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles. You've been consistent. You've got the resources. Step up in there. Okay, the Death card, the Sun card, and the Blasted Tower. Okay. They're saying with this Death card here, try not to get emotionally caught up in the situation, because it feels like you're looking at, it's like a betrayal. It feels like a betrayal. And in your headspace, the concern is that you could be getting caught up in fears and worries. They're saying replace that with joy, consciousness, and trust that the universe and everything is working out as it should be, that you're protected in this. And the truth will stand. It's like what's done in the dark always comes out in the light. And the truth in this situation is that it's not like you forced his hand. It's not like you forced anybody to write your name on the fucking will. It was done that way on purpose. And let the fucking chips fall where they may. I heard let the chips fall where they may, because this is going to tear down all the false illusions about the bullshit that these, they think they could come in and take over now. Now they think they could come in and take over. No, you're going to be fine. You're the one that's been awarded. You're the one that's been granted. And any action that they try to take is actually a betrayal to their father. I hear it's actually a betrayal to their father, because what's happened here is exactly what he has designed to happen. This is the way he wanted it to go. So they're trying to disrespect him, not just you. Don't take it as a disrespect to you. It's a disrespect to their own father, because it was his wishes, it was his will, it was his desire that it should go this way. They're saying do yourself a favor, and every time you start to get emotional about this situation, you need to shift into focusing on something else that lights you up. Put your thoughts there. Don't let your thoughts get into worry, because that's the only thing that could possibly work against you is your own fears and worries, you know? Don't get caught up in that. Trust that you've got the truth. There was no coercion. There was no duress. There was no force in this. So trust in the truth, that the truth stands tall. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Interesting. What they just told me is what's happening in your life financially is part of a larger change. It affects so much more than you. You're going to start seeing, now this doesn't necessarily have to do with the answer to your question, but they want it to come out during your reading. Okay, you're going to start seeing a lot of people being awarded, even financially, for their beautiful heart in the past. You're just one of the leading edge where this is happening. Finances are increasing for beautiful hearted, golden hearted people all around the world right now, because there is a restructuring of the balance of wealth and power on this planet, so that those who have the light have the ability to use their fortune in a light way. For so long, dark energies have had mass fortunes. They've had huge fortunes. And now God has seen fit to balance that out and reshift the balance of power and wealth. And your receiving of this abundance is part of that wave of energy, is what they're showing me. You're on the leading edge of it. So it's actually really beautiful for you. Yeah. Big message here. Don't stress. Don't worry. Let the lawyers do what the lawyers do. They're both going to end up having to walk away from this, is what I see. Yeah. Janine, so you say you just spoke with his daughter, and she says she don't know nothing about it. Interesting. Well, what you know and everybody knows in this is empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. You can see their side. You can see their side of it. You can see their side of it. Okay. What you know that they don't know is freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You know that there's this part of you that knows that no matter what they try to do, like, you know how to maintain your energy. You don't have to get caught up in the mess that they're trying to bring you. What they know that you don't know is they're afraid. Fear. They're sitting in fear. They're sitting in fear right now. They're sitting in fear because what are they going to do? Now they can't. So I want to know, did they tend to come and ask him for money all the time? And he was like constantly feeding them more money because they had this come up. Oh, Dad, I just need this. Oh, Dad, can you do that for me? I had this come up. Do you think you could? Would you mind? Stuff like that. Because this is, yes. And it's looking like, you know, they're afraid. They're not going to be able to ask him no more. And they're taking betrayal actions towards you, which is going to burn their bridges towards you. They're afraid they're not going to have access to his money anymore. What will be revealed is honesty. The truth will fucking stand tall. That's it. The truth will stand tall. How can they contest a will from the wife who he's been married to? How many years were y'all married? Surrender. They need to just give up. Stop trying to fucking fight what is. You know, that's what needs to happen. They need to stop fucking trying to fight what is. It's not like you're his trophy wife that he just married last fucking week and now he's dead and you got everything willed to you. That's not what the fuck it's about. You know what I'm saying? You have years with this man. You have a lifetime with this man of being his wife. These kids have lost their fucking mind, and whatever lawyer they hired to take this on, they've lost their fucking mind if they think they're going to be able to contest the will successfully. All they're going to do is lose more money and go deeper into debt. And no, daddy ain't going to give them the money. At the end of the day, you still might choose to throw him a bone, but that's because of your golden-hearted energy, not because you have to do a fucking thing. They're trying to force and take what is not theirs. All right, I'm going to use the Sacred Travel Oracle cards to pull you some more messages here. Whew, Lord. When people try to take shit that don't belong to them, that really gets on my nerve. But yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard of Nasara Jasara at all. But what they just showed me is what's happening in your life is like a foregleam. It's a foregleam. It's a foregleam of energies to come. Okay. 28 years married. See, that's what I'm talking about. And these kids think they can come in and contest the will. You were married to this man for 28 years. Any judge is going to look at that. They're going to see that he was in his upright mind, that the will stands honest and true. It's not like you drugged him and coerced him, as you're not his fucking trophy wife that just came into the picture. Now, you've been by this man's side for 28 years. And when your lawyer presents the evidence that they've constantly reached out for funds over the years, he's paid for this, he's paid for that, they're just afraid that now that they don't have that resource anymore. So let's see, what else do we have? You have fellow feeling for them. You feel sorry about it. You know that they're just angry because they have a loss, okay? Far away places, get ready for new horizons, honey. They know that energy is gone. They can't just cling to daddy no more. They can't call daddy and tap into daddy's bank account anymore. You're about to take off. You're going to be gone. They know that you're going to be gone. Grounding. Go deep. Explore your roots. Yeah, your freedom. Keep yourself calm, honey. You need to keep yourself calm. What you have is really yours. Discovering truth. These kids are going to learn about the truth, okay? They're going to learn about this fucking truth, okay? And begin now. Take your first step. You've got the truth, okay? It's time for you to begin your new life. The truth will stand tall. And the truth will stand tall. There's no coercion. There's no duress in this, okay? This is part of the divine plan. Remember, you have that golden heart condition. God gave you the money that you're getting now so that you can go ahead and invest in this light energy, so you can create more beauty in this planet. You know what I'm saying? Not to fucking deal with some spoiled ass kids that keep having the chance to run to daddy. Sorry, kids, not sorry. Some people always have somebody to run to, which means they don't stand up and do what the fuck they need to do for themselves. That's the energy. That's what I'm seeing here. So, that shit is coming to a stop. You know what I'm saying? It's time for them to stand up, do what the fuck they're supposed to do. And it's interesting. Some people really have that. I'm not one of those people. Even when my mother was alive, well, y'all know my father died real young, but even when my mother was alive, she never stood up for me financially. She never paid any of my bills. None of that stuff. That shit stopped when I was 17 years old. When I had a kid, I had to start going to work and pay my own way. My sister, on the other hand, everybody seems to give her a helping hand, a place to stay, money to pay the bills, fucking bail money, and some more shit. Even my mother did for her. The difference between me and them is I have stability and I know how to appreciate what the fuck I have. So these children, they feel like my sister. They feel like they've been handed so much in life, so many opportunities. And it's time for them to figure it out, because these are not babies. These are grown-ass people. These kids are grown up. They're grown-ass adults. They need to stand up and act like it instead of always counting on daddy for money. Okay, now they want to come in and fuck with you. They got another thing coming. That's what they're going to find out. They got another thing coming. Oh, boy, that's not good. God don't like ugly. God don't like the ugly energy, okay? Your husband made a decision. His decision will stand tall in court. That's what I heard, okay? Let's see, what else can you show her about this email about the will? They said, don't fucking worry about it. The truth stands tall. Trust in the truth. They said the truth stands tall. Trust in the truth. I was going to set it up for people to go to chill. I don't understand what that means. Okay. Say it in another way. Let's see. It's a spiritual career. This is about you working with spirit. That's why you have these resources, okay? This is part of your spiritual process here too, dealing with these children, okay? Teaching and learning, okay, in your energy. Yeah, you teaching and you learning, okay? You teaching them and you learning about being grounded, okay, about happiness, and personal growth. These children, they're being pushed for personal growth. Isn't that what I just freaking said? And spiritual partnership. Yeah, you're coming into a spiritual partnership. You're going to have some spiritual work to do. That's why you need all that money. God set you up for your spiritual career that you're coming into. You got a partner who's going to work with you. Your environment is going to change. I've seen that since you've been asking about this stuff. Like, I've seen that your environment is going to change. You're going to be somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be somewhere else. You're going to be doing something different. And it is involving a spiritual work. That's why God gave you this money. God saw your heart condition. He said, if I put this money there, she's going to bring more love, peace, and happiness to earth. Yeah, she's going to increase the spiritual awakening some way. Because remember, something you've heard me say over so many readings on the channel, you show me how a man spends his money, and I'll show you where his heart is. Money is not the root of all evil. It's the amplifier of your heart condition. And your heart condition has been shown as golden. And God is rewarding you and saying, hey, go out and spread that golden heart energy with the way you invest this money. Okay. I see you even maybe setting up to do some sort of sponsor. I don't know what kind of money you got, but what I see is, are you going to be setting up an idea to do some sort of sponsorship to help people train spiritually or get spiritual awakening in some sort of way, to provide something for spirituality for others, to enhance that energy? That's what it feels like. Just relax so people can relax somewhere. That's awesome. That's so fucking spiritual. I love it. All right. So let's see what we have. If you want to invest in the retreat in next year, let me know, baby, because I didn't have one last year. But I believe that we're going to have one in 2023. There'll be a 2023 spirit, love, peace, and happiness retreat. I do believe in that. So let's see. What do we have? Coax, new beginnings. This is a fucking new beginning. Honey, this is part of the new beginning, the age of Aquarius. Okay, you are part of that. You are an investor in that. What else? Spiritual awakening. See, I told you, I see you investing in spiritual awakening, teaching and learning, providing that opportunity. Spiritual awakening, you're talking about providing the opportunity to relax. What happens when you relax? You relax into your divine nature. Awakening happens, okay? Let's see. What else? Meditation. These kids, they need to learn to touch into their spirit. It's time for them to do personal growth. I see even these children. Are you going to invest in these children to have some spiritual awakening in some type of way? Interesting. What else? Clarity. Clarity. You'll be very clear that this is exactly why you have this money and this is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, source. I told you God made sure you got the fucking money. Did I not just say that? This is part of God's plan. God's plan. They gonna look. They try to hate. They try to stop you. They cannot stop God's plan. It's part of God's plan. Okay? This is what it is. This is what I have for you, love. Thank you so much for your reading. I hope this gives you some peace over your heart. God's got, this is protected, honey. This is protected. That Wheel of Fortune is showing me it's protected. Okay? Because of what you're going to do with it to materialize more joy. You're going to manifest joy in this with your actions that you take in your investments. Yeah, these children, they're not looking at the right thing. They trying to get their hands on something, but they're not focused on the right thing. They're not looking at the right thing here. Okay, they're gonna get a chance to wake the fuck up. It's time for them to grow up. Okay, they've had every opportunity, and what have they done with it? Now he's gone, and they're afraid because who else are they going to be able to turn to ask for a bunch of money like they've been doing with him their whole life? They're grown. We're not talking about minor children. It'd be different if these were little ass kids that needed somebody to care. They still needed their father to take care of him. You know? These are grown ass adults. It's time for them to grow the fuck up and take accountability and responsibility for their actions, their choices, and their life. You got 28 years married to this man. The judge is going to overturn their bullshit ass petition if it even hits the courts. If it even hits the courts. Because I'm getting a fake out energy. They could be trying to scare you. But even if it does hit the courts, the truth will stand tall. That's what you need to know. God's in this. God's at the reason. God is the source of why this is happening. Okay? So, whew, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Until next time. If you're ready for a reading, you got a question, I don't care what you want to talk about. Janine be throwing me off, get some weird ass readings. I mean, not weird ass, but they're just different. I've never read about stuff like what you've been asking me to read for lately. But honey, I'm so thankful and grateful because I can read about anything. But you got to do like she did. Go to the website, make a purchase, and we'll get in it. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. You're welcome, love. Glad it helped.